today's session, we're talking about dealing with other people, especially dealing with negative people. So imagine if someone told your brother, "Sana mamatay ka," or your sister, "Sana ma-rape ka." You'd be angry, diba? You'd be furious, right? Now, when we say these phrases, that's what we're doing. We're not dealing with robots. We're dealing with real people. We're dealing with real feelings. We're dealing with real families and real stories. So we might wonder that how are people able to say these kinds of things? Like kaya nila that they can do it. I know people in real life who I respect. I respect these people in real life, and they say these kinds of things online. I'm going to cover more in another episode, but I do want to go over a number of reasons how these people are able to say things. First of all, there's that separation from reality, diba? We feel that we're just typing words to the internet. We don't really feel that we're connected to a real person. We don't think of people online. We don't think of them as people with emotions because we don't see their face. We don't see their body language. We don't think that we don't think of the effects of our actions. But we should think of how it affects people. Second, there's this culture that we have, especially online. Now, us versus them. What does that mean? It means that if you don't agree with me on a specific issue, you're stupid, you should die. And that's how things have become. Because there's this us versus them. Which is crazy because most of the time when we're talking to people, we're just scared individuals who want what's best for our country, what's best for our families, and what's best for each other, right? We want the same things as other people. We just have a different opinion on how to get these things. It's just like if you wanted to go from Makati to Taguig, okay, if you wanted to get there, you might take different bus routes trying to get to the same destination. But just because you're in different buses, we usually think that the other bus as the enemy, even though we're trying to get to the same place. We're just in a different bus. But instead of trying to blow up their bus, what I'm saying here is that we should try to be more understanding. Instead, that even though we have different ideas, understand that we're all trying to reach the same destination. But we can talk to them. We can tell them what your reasons are for taking a specific bus, for believing a specific thing, for trusting in a specific politician or so on, or a specific opinion. But even more importantly than sharing your own reasons is we should listen to their story. We should listen to their stories of why they made the decisions they made, why they believe in certain things. Because we're just people. We're just people on different buses, on different beliefs, with different belief systems, with different stories. We're just trying to get to the same place. So instead of trying to kill each other, instead of insulting each other, instead of wishing the worst for each other, what we should do is we'll try to listen to each other. And perhaps maybe we can work together. We can work together. We can solve our problems as one again, because we really are just one, right? We're really just trying to achieve the same goals. We're just trying to what's best for our country, ourselves, our families. And if we listen to each other, we really listen to each other, and we share our opinions without being insulting, without being demeaning, without pushing people away, perhaps we can work together. Perhaps we can solve our problems together as one. Okay, just something for you to keep in mind. All right, because we are one, right? We are one. Now, okay, there's this commitment. There's a comment and kind of a commitment that I want you guys to type in the comment section. I will try to listen more to those who disagree with me. Go over to the comment section over here. Hello, Christian. Oh, Inga. Freedom of speech is abused online. To a certain point, yes, but we do have freedom of speech. Let's remember, okay? What I want you to remember, Inga, is people are allowed to say their opinions, and that's okay. We're allowed to have opinions, but we shouldn't look down on people. We shouldn't insult people, and we shouldn't wish the worst for people because they have a certain opinion. We should listen to them, because people will have different opinions from you, and we're different, we're unique, but we want the same things. So freedom of speech to the point of sharing your opinions, for me, that's okay. But not if we insult and demean and say bad things about other people. That's why we have this commitment over here. You know, when people disagree with your opinion or with my opinion, what we should do is we'll try to listen more. We'll try to listen more because, once again, we want to work together. We want to achieve the same things. And for us to work together, we have to listen. We have to compromise. It's just, parang we have so many separate groups. Kasi, like, this is one group, this is another. They're just fighting. They're not listening to each other. And they won't accomplish anything. But if they listen, they'll find the compromises. And that's when we can work together. You know, that's when we can work together. Let's see here. Paano pag below the belt na po? How can you hold your temper? It's a good question. That's a good question. Temper. A lot of the times we don't engage. Ako, sometimes I don't engage. Well, a lot of the times I don't engage, you know. I try to listen, you know, I try to discuss, pero some people, they're not open to discussion. And on our end, about what they do, that's their problem, right? What they do is their problem. If they're gonna insult you, if they're gonna say bad things, that's their responsibility. That's their problem. Your responsibility is what you do with the actions that, you know, what you do, how you react, because that really is your responsibility. Their actions are not your responsibility. So when you're reacting, that's when you can choose not to respond, choose not to engage, choose not to insult, choose not to fight online. All right, thank you guys very much. And if you have any questions, guys, feel free to type them in the comment section down below. Bye-bye.